Hey out there in YouTube, my subscribers to the Full Throttle Kinda Guy page. I just wanted to give you a year-end summary on what we've done to get this car from basically a fire hazard that it took literally 20 minutes to start to where this thing will start up, no problem, no drama. It literally is a driver. There's a couple of different things they need to work on, but at this point in time, compared to where it was, night and day difference. If you follow my page or you've seen some of my videos, basically what I'm just going to do is just a recap of what happened in 2020 to go from it being a non-running car to where you could just stick the key in right now and start it up, and you could drive it around the block, take it to get gas, whatever. Okay, so thanks to COVID, there was not a whole lot going on. So what I did was I got myself a list of things I needed to do and parts I needed to kind of dig up to get this thing to happen. So I had lined up a redone distributor with a Mallory electronic ignition upgrade, a Mallory coil. I had gotten the performer intake to replace that factory cast iron unit. I had this Holley, it's a 700, had it for years. Probably needs a rebuild, but believe it or not, for whatever reason, sometimes you get that one carburetor that you can't kill it. It just runs and runs and runs. This would be that carburetor. So for the here and now, it's going to be in place. I might do an upgrade, I don't know. I might throw a kit, just not sure yet. I did get a brand new fuel pump to help. I fabbed up, of course, the fuel line itself, a new water pump, and then I also did headers for the car. Picked up a set of hooker headers that were used. I did some fab work on that to clear the the power steering unit itself. I ended up ditching the RAM, so it's a strong arm steering car. So if you want to get a workout, try steering a 62 Ford Galaxie without power steering. That'll make a Hulk out of you. One thing you'll also see too is that I've upgraded the charging system. Of course, I had a generator, ditched that, went with a 3G unit, I believe out of a Taurus 3.0, and now this thing will put out 14.2, 14.4, without any load, under load, 13.8 all day long. So if ever I wanted to do electronic fuel injection, electronic ignition, sound system, whatever, I've got enough voltage all day long to make this thing happen. So it runs beautiful, doesn't squeal anything whatsoever. It's one of the best installations we've ever done as far as fabbing goes. It's really a great piece. Single bed unit. Some people will do a dual because it squeals, but I've got the alignment spot on. We fabbed up aluminum brackets off of a lathe. As far as the doweling itself, I used some factory units, and then we fabbed up from cold steel a plate. The actual main bracket on this, it's a Ford unit from a 68 Ford FE, so I'd like an LTD and whatnot, but again, it's all Ford components and that. Got everything wired in. Again, car will start no problem. A couple of other things I did was, and you can't see of course, is I got the C6 installation, which required the use of a swap bracket. Some people can fab that up. Hey, that's great, God love you. I went and got the Kreitz unit, not sponsored by anybody, sponsored by Kreitz, anything like that. They're not paying me anything to say that, but it was the best decision I made as far as fabbing goes. Couldn't mess around with that, and then got that installed. It uses the modern style rear engine mount or transmission mount, so modern, convenient, proper alignment, no shake, no rattle, no roll, no vibration going on the road. And then I also used a TCI Fast-GATE Shifter, one of the best shifters out there, dollar per dollar, every bracket, great manual, cable. I think I got it for like $140. But again, TCI Fast-GATE Shifter. If you're in the market for a shifter, but you're on a budget, that is the shifter to get. Of course, I got a vintage Suntac. I think it's a Sun 808 unit. And then I upgraded from the Cruise-O-Matic to a C6. C6 does have a shift kit and got a little bit of a converter in it, but not a whole lot. And as far as appearance goes, it's just going to stay, you know, ratty looking, but it is what it is. I did ditch the appliance wheels and went with the American Racing torque thrusts. I like that classic look. That's also in a video where the day I swapped it over. Now, on the horizon, I've got some floorboard patching that I'm going to have to do on the car. I've got that Fred Flintstone effect with some wicked holes. And then I've got a light issue where I have my turn signals, but I don't have a brake light nor the running lights. But the headlights work, turn signals work. And so, you know, with this car, I know as rough as it looks, the wipers work, and then also the heater, which in my book, I'm good to go. But it's been a real exercise in patience and pushing the boundary and research and whatnot. If I had to do everything over again, you know, would I? Yeah. I really do like the car. It's really grown on me. And in the past, I've had American Motors, I've had Mopar, I've had, through the GM line, I've had, of course, Chevys. I do have a Nova, and I've had Firebirds and whatnot. I've had GTOs. So having a car like this, I wanted something from the early days, and this was it. And it came at the right time, was at the right price. But overall, it's just a matter of planning, staying positive. It's okay to get frustrated. It will happen. But at the end of the day, the reward is you took something that was left for dead, and you got it to the point where you could put a key in it, fire it up, head down the road. This car will do that. So it's unique. A lot of thumbs up. Louder than hell with the open headers. But, you know, I'm okay with that. And I don't really, you know, romp it too much, and I don't like calling attention to the car. But I like the fact that it's something that it wasn't bought. It was, you know, basically picked up from the dead, and parts were put onto it. You know, like I said, between learning about an FE, installing heads, intake, the whole bit, it was a great exercise. FE's got to be one of the simplest engines out there. They're getting more and more harder to find because so many have been scrapped or, you know, hoarded throughout the years. But if ever you decide that you wanted to tackle an FE, great engine, really love it. So if ever you have a consideration of getting it done, you'll really enjoy it. Now, on a quick note on headers, I did go with the Hooker Super Comp headers, but I needed to use a Powermaster mini starter, the reverse unit. There's one that's out there. I'll dig up the part number. But in order to run the Hooker headers with a C6, and that's going to require a new flex plate, the 184 tooth flex plate, this is the one starter that will fit with the Hooker headers. Otherwise, these headers are designed for a Cruise-O-Matic or the early style Ford starter that did not have the Bendix unit on it. But that mini starter is really cool. It kind of reminds me of the way the Mopar starters with the gear reduction. But Powermaster, man, they're on point when it came to the start. A lot of torque, fires right up. So this car I've really fallen in love with. I know it's not much to look at, but the way I see it, it's my car, so that's all that matters to me. It makes me happy. And I think it's, you know, not necessarily something that everybody would want to engage in, but, you know, as far as getting out there, getting your hands dirty and challenging yourself, I'm a veteran. I served 7 years, and, you know, I've been places, I've, you know, been deployed, and of course served in the first Gulf War. But nonetheless, I like these challenges where, you know, do you think you can do it? Do you know you can do it? Don't know. But went out there and clocked in and made things happen. So, again, really gratifying at the end of the day. So, you know, I also wanted to take an opportunity to let you guys know that I really appreciate the new subscribers. And, you know, if you stick with me, I'm going to get better. Working on, you know, presentation and editing and whatnot. So looking for some great things to happen through this year, and, you know, where we go with this vehicle. So if you have any comments, questions, please, you know, I do a good job as far as getting back to people quickly, and whatever I answer, it comes straight from the heart, and I don't take people for granted. So again, appreciate all the new subscribers, the original subscribers, the original crew. Thank you again. And I just wanted to take also an opportunity to wish everybody out there in YouTube land and abroad a happy and prosperous 2021. And here's to, you know, the good things that could come out, and looking at the positive. You know, 2020 was a dumpster fire, and we'll just kind of leave that thing in the past. But again, here's looking towards a brighter future and where we can wind up going. And, you know, again, wish everyone a happy new year and a prosperous new year as well, and stay healthy. So again, thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. Thank you.